Hello, everyone. Welcome to the China Business Legal Navigator. Today, we're going to discuss why tailor-made contracts increase business protection in China. Embarking on business venture in burgeoning markets such as China offers promising prospects for growth and investment. To effectively harness these opportunities, understanding and complying with the unique legal framework of the region is paramount. Commercial transactions predominantly rely on contracts, and while generic contracts may be suitable in certain circumstances, they often lack the specificity needed for individual transactions with distinct requirements and risk characteristics. This highlights the indispensability of tailor-made contracts. The purpose of tailor-made contracts. Tailor-made contracts are purpose-built agreements carefully formulated to address the distinct needs of the involved parties in a business deal. These contracts provide an elevated level of legal protection by factoring in unique scenarios, expectations, and business intricacies. This becomes particularly vital within the Chinese business ecosystem due to several considerations. Regulatory adaptability. The complexity and frequent policy changes mark the regulatory terrain in China. This poses challenges for foreign businesses trying to navigate this dynamic landscape. However, tailor-made contracts provide an effective solution to this challenge, facilitating businesses in complying with the latest regulatory changes and ensuring their agreements remain enforceable under Chinese law. Such contracts can be crafted to comply with national and regional laws, a vital feature considering China's multi-level regulatory structure. We recommend setting the litigation to China and using Chinese in the contract as well. If it adheres to Chinese law and is written in Chinese, this type of tailor-made written contract will increase the likelihood of avoiding problems and ensuring enforceability in China. There will, in other words, be less chance of misunderstandings. As we also see, Chinese courts seldom enforce judgment from courts in other countries. It is important then to remember that contracts based on foreign law and language will cause delays and uncertainty in Chinese litigation, because both foreign law and language must be proven and will be translated into Chinese. The Chinese court then relies on Chinese documents, which might decrease China's enforceability of the contract. So then this is related to the next point, and that is avoiding pitfalls through China-specific contracts. So drafting contracts then specifically for China in the Chinese language, as we already pointed out, and according to Chinese law, bolsters the likelihood of avoiding business-related issues. This is mainly because these agreements will be constructed within the context of the local legal structure, considerably increasing their enforceability. This factor is often overlooked, with many businesses assuming that international contracts or contracts drafted in their native language will suffice. However, Chinese courts are more likely to enforce contracts written in Chinese and those that follow Chinese laws and regulations. Hence, China-specific tailor-made contracts are essential in ensuring business security and smooth operations within the country. Legal risk mitigation. Companies face many potential legal risks when operating in a foreign country, like China. These risks can range from issues related to contract enforcement to disputes originating from ambiguous contract language. Tailor-made contracts help mitigate these risks by clearly defining the rights, obligations, and dispute resolution procedures for all parties involved. Additionally, these contracts can be crafted to safeguard a company's interest amid regulatory changes, market instability, or unexpected events. Safeguarding intellectual property. For foreign companies operating in China, safeguarding intellectual property, IP, like patents and trademark, poses a significant challenge. Given that China's IP laws differ substantially from those in many other countries, with its first to file system, where those who file IP own it, in contrast to first to use or first to invent. Standard contracts often fail to provide sufficient protection. In contrast, tailor-made contracts can offer sturdy safeguards for a company's IP rights. These contracts can outline the protective measures, enforcement procedures, and penalties for IP infringement, thus ensuring comprehensive IP protection. So then, as a conclusion, within the dynamic Chinese business environment, tailor-made contracts are uh, pivotal in safeguarding business interests. They offer an effective means to navigate the intricate regulatory framework, reduce legal risk, and protect intellectual property rights. As such, businesses planning to undertake commercial activities in China should prioritize the development of China-specific tailor-made contracts. These contracts offer enhanced protection and significantly contribute to the business's smooth operation and enduring success in China. Additionally, these contracts can be crafted to safeguard a company's interest amid regulatory changes, market instability, or unexpected events. Here are some common questions. First, why are tailor-made contracts important for doing business in China? Well, tailor-made contracts are essential for doing business in China as they are designed to meet the specific needs of each business transaction. They take into account the intricate regulatory landscape and unique legal risks, ensuring that all parties' rights and obligations are clearly defined and that they adhere to China's laws, ensuring enforceability. How can tailor-made contracts help with the regulatory complexity in China? Tailor-made contracts can be drafted to comply with the most current regulations at both national and regional levels in China. By doing so, they ensure that the agreements are enforceable under Chinese law and help businesses navigate the complexities of China's multi-tied regulatory system. How do tailor-made contracts mitigate legal risk? Tailor-made contracts clearly outline the rights, obligations, and dispute resolution procedures for all parties involved, which reduces ambiguities and potential disputes. They can also be crafted to safeguard a company's interest amid regulatory changes, market volatility, or unexpected circumstances. Can tailor-made contract protect intellectual property IP in China? Yes, as we already pointed out, tailor-made contracts can be specifically designed to offer robust safeguards for companies' IP rights in China. They can outline the mechanisms for protection, the procedures for enforcement, and the penalties for infringement, providing a comprehensive layer of IP protection. Why is it important to use China-specific contracts written in Chinese? Chinese courts are more likely to enforce contracts written in Chinese that adhere to Chinese laws and regulations. Drafting contracts specifically for China in the Chinese language increases their enforceability and reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings, ultimately ensuring smoother business operations. Should developing tailor-made contracts be a priority for businesses planning to operate in China? Absolutely. Tailor-made contracts offer enhanced protection and contribute significantly to the business's seamless operation and long-term success in China. They help companies to navigate the complex regulatory system, mitigate legal risks, and safeguard intellectual property rights. Thank you for listening to China Business Legal Navigator. Contact us if you need legal help in China, help with background investigation of Chinese companies, protecting patents, trademarks, and verification of contacts to the law in China, etc. If you require our assistance or have further questions about our services, please do not hesitate to contact our customer relationship manager, Erik Christensen, at janerik@ncbhub.com. janerik@ncbhub.com. You can also visit our website by going to ncbhub.com, ncbhub.com. We look forward to hearing from you and helping your business succeed in China.